大朋友、小朋友，我们的校长、老师还有同学们，大家下午好！欢迎来到由教育部连同雪龙校长理事会 Eduspec Dynabook 联合主办的 CMCoVember 大家今天过得好吗？今天是一个特别的日子哦，什么特别日子？有谁知道呢？请你在 chat box 上面告诉老师，今天是什么特别日子啊？今天是11月11号，有4条1111，哇，好特别哦 ，OK？ 还有谁知道11月11号是什么特别日子呢？哇，有了，看到了双11，哇，厉害厉害 ，OK？ 来看，所以呢，今天你们一定是在网络上面看到这样子的 poster， 有没有？什么叫做双11啊？为什么全球要狂欢呢？什么叫全球狂欢？就 which mean 呢，这一天 OK 就会买东西便宜，对不对？上网买东西Shopee 有减价，哈哈哈 ，very good！ 哇，你们都是很厉害的同学哈，有注意时事。OK， 好哇，双棍节叫双棍节 ，OK， 好 ，very good， 抢到好多东西哦，哇，你抢到什么东西可以跟老师分享一下嘛？哈，这样厉害啊！你上网去，哇，天猫，哇 ，Lazada，good， 哇，但是很开心对不对？很狂欢对不对？但是也要注意哈 ，OK， 要注意一下哈，要做一个精明的消费者不要今天很狂欢，然后明天就口袋空空哈 ，OK， 所以要做一个精明，要会选对的东西哈 ，OK， 你们可以再继续狂欢，应该是到晚上12点吧，对不对？所以要做一个精明的消费者，所以 Christine 老师在这边要呼吁你们哈。OK， 要注意哈，就是买到要自己要的东西哈。OK， 好，来看回来。同学们，明天昨天的时候，老师也是有叫同学们做一个调查表，对吗 ？OK， 就是说在未来的日子里面呢，你希望我们 Dynabook Malaysia YouTube 频道里面呢呈现什么的课题，什么的主题？哇，非常棒！我们有收到很多同学的一些feedback， 一些他给我们的意见哈，就好像说我们有收到谁呀？丁嘉信是汤嘉欣，来自公民华小的，他讲他希望读有关设计的一些课程。OK， 服装设计，哇，好棒哦！还有 Joshua， 老师也收到你的那个写上来的，你想要有学 Magic， 哇，你想在我们的频道里面学 Magic。还有庄子阳 Chingmo 的庄子阳，你说你想看到的是有关数学robotics， 哇，你很喜欢数学跟 robotics， 对不对？还有王国浩你有讲什么科学太空课，哇，我看到很多同学都很喜欢科学哦，你们都是很热忱于科学还有世界历史，哇，这个是谁的？来自敦丹 Chinlock 的福永豪 ，OK， 福永豪，你有写到这个东西，老师都有看到，有太阳系的，我也是看到宇璇也是讲要太阳系的，哇，有中国象棋的 ，OK， 吴浩慈有讲，庄子玲，你想，哇，我希望 Dynabook Malaysia 可以教我画画、做手工、讲故事、玩游戏，哇 ，OK， 老师都看到了这些哈，还有什么aeroplane engineering 的。哇，这个是工资重 ，OK， 老师也看到了你的留言哦。所以同学们，如果呢你们还有想要什么课程、什么主题，要我们呈现给你们的话呢，你就记得 OK 给我们知道 ，OK 做这个调查 ，scan QR code， 然后让我们知道咯 ，OK。所以老师会陆陆续续收到你们的 feedback， 老师会尽量的去满足你们想要的东西，好不好？谢谢你们哈，来看。好，同学们 ，OK， 我们这边小朋友呢都会遵守。昨天1、2、3年级，前天也是1、2、3年级的同学，OK， 他们都能遵守到。相信今天4、5、6年级的同学一定没有问题吧 ？OK， 快乐学习，专心学习，不分年纪，这个是我们每一天都会讲的。OK， 一个人的心有多纯洁，语言就有多美丽。所以在你们的留言区那边就要写美丽的语言哦。OK， 如果今天你看的不明白 ，OK， 你可以看重播 ，OK， 温故知新，然后善用平台。待会要跟老师来个互动交流，好不好 ？OK， 尊重还有感恩授课的老师，时时刻刻送上感谢和祝福，为老师加油打气，这也是我们小朋友天天都在做的，对不对？对的话，给我一个like，OK， 给我一个 like， 好不好？来看。你 subscribe 了吗？我们 Dynabook Malaysia 的 YouTube 频道，谁已经 subscribe 了的同学，请在 box 请在 chat box 记得去 follow 跟 like， 如果你有 Facebook 的话，好不好？来看。今天呢，我们请到的老师呢，他是来自吉打迅蒙华小的 ，OK， 黄嘉英就是我们的 Miss Ng 老师 ，OK， 他今天教我们英文哦，4、5、6年级的英文，所以事不宜迟，我们要有请我们的 Miss Ng 出场。Hello Miss Ng。
Hello。OK，
老师好。
Hello， 老师好。大家各位同学大家好。Hello。OK，thank you so much。
Miss Ng， 我就把平台交给你咯。
OK，thank you。Okay, so thank you so much everyone for joining us today. So today we are going to learn about word formation. Alright, so this is what we are going to learn today. Word formation. So now before we start, can you please guess the title of this movie here? We have heard of this music, right? I believe most of us, we have watched this movie before. But do you know the actual title of this movie? So if you know the title of this movie, can you please share in the comment section? Okay, I saw a lot of comments saying minions, banana. Okay, now what is the real title of this movie, everyone? You need to think carefully. Okay, it consists of 2 words. Okay, I saw a few correct answers. Well done to those who have got it correct. Yes. All right. So now, without further ado, let me tell you the title of this movie. Okay, it is not minion. The characters are minions. But what is the real title of this movie? Okay, congratulations to those who have got it correctly. Despicable Me. All right. So now, for those who didn't know that, never mind. Today you have learned out the new words. So now, what is Despicable Me? So now, when you see the word, okay, now actually words are like you. Okay, you are in a school, right? You are from different classes, correct? So now words, they also actually have different classes. So do you know what are the classes for words? So today we are going to look into that. All right. So now, in words, we have several classes. So now let's look at it one by one. Okay, so we have nouns, we have verbs, we have pronouns, we have prepositions, we have adjectives, and also we have adverbs. All right, so now, today, we are going to look into 3 main classes, all right, which are verbs, adjectives, and also adverbs. Okay, we are going to look into these 3 classes for words. All right, so now, based on these 3 word classes, this is what you are going to do, or you can do after today's lesson. Okay, so there are 2 things that you can do after today's lesson. So number 1, I can or you can differentiate between verbs, adjectives, and also adverbs. All right. Now, number 2, you are going to learn and you will learn how to choose the correct nouns based on the adjective ending with ed and also ing. All right. So I hope that you can pay attention so that you can learn out these 2 things. Okay, after today's lessons. So now let's look into the 3 classes of words, which is the first one, verb. So now what is a verb? Alright, so now what is a verb? A verb is actually a word that tells you about an action. A very simple one. We have help, we have hold, we have run, we have see, we have swim, we have listen, we have another typo, help. So now, beside all these words that are verbs, do you know any words that are actually action? So can you tell me in a comment, what are some other words that you can use it as verbs? Very good. I see climb, eat, very good. All right, dance, talk, very good. Helped. Okay, yes, very good. Some more. All right, any other words that you write? Very good. All right, good. So now look, yes, jump, read, very good. Those are what we call as verbs. Very good. Now, depending on the tenses, now the tenses can actually affect the form of the verbs. Okay, so now you look at the verb help, for example. Okay, when we have the word help and also helps, it is actually for every day. So for example, I help my mother to cook every day. Okay? 那么 help 和 helps 呢，主要呢是要来给我们普遍上生活天天做的东西，我们都会用这个 help 或者是 helps 加 s 没有加 s。Okay, so now let's continue with another one, which is help, ending with ed. So the ending with ed, it is always about what? It is always about things or action that you have already done it in the past. 已经过去了. So for example, yesterday. I helped my mother to mop the floor yesterday. Alright, so now the next one, which is ending with ing. Alright, so ending with ing are usually for today or now. So for example, I am helping the pupils now. Alright, now. So ing 的动词呢，就是要给现在或者是今天。简单的来说，就是你正在做的事情，你就要用这个 ing. Okay? Alright, so now, can you tell me in the chat box, what are the minions doing? Can you give me 1 to 2 verbs or action that can show what are they doing now? Okay, so what are the adjectives? Helping, very good. Help, good. Alright, some more. Helping, very good. I saw a lot of helping. Alright, sharing, very good. Holding an umbrella, very good. Yes, okay, yes. Opening the umbrella, helping each other, yes, very good. Sharing, yes. All these verbs can actually be used to show what are the minions doing. Very good, everyone. So I believe that you have understood what is a verb. So now let's continue with an adjective. Alright, now adjective is not the same as verb. So now what is an adjective? Adjective is a describing word. So now what is describing? Describing 是形容. So now an adjective is actually a word that let you to give more information about something. So for example, your favorite K-pop group. I just give an example. I know most of you have different favorite K-pop idols. Alright, so now for example, I say my favorite K-pop idols are Blackpink. Okay, so now to describe your favorite member, okay, there are 4 members in Blackpink, correct? So now, how are you going to tell your friend which one is your favorite member? So you need the adjectives, alright? So now adjectives is going to help you to describe the member that you like. Okay, so now what are some of the adjectives that you can use? Alright, so for example, yes, I saw a lot of you sharing me your favorite idol group, alright, Blackpink, BTS, yes. Okay, so now how are you going to describe? 你要怎样形容？你要怎样跟你的朋友形容说你到底喜欢的是哪一个 member 这样子 ？So you need adjective. Okay, so now adjective you can use it to describe your appearance 外表。For example, long hair, short hair, big eyes, small eyes. Alright, all these big, small, long, short, all these are what we call as adjective. Okay, so now some of the examples here we have happy, tired, and also worried. Alright, yes, we have a lot in the comment. Beautiful, pretty, kind, yes. Alright, so very good. So we also have the word handsome. Yes, all these are what we call as adjective. Alright, so now, based on the same picture here, now can you tell me what adjectives can you use to describe the minions? Yes, famous. Yes, very good. Yes, intelligent. Alright, handsome. Yes, cute. Very good. Cute, kind, helpful, yes, happy, yes, very good, small, all right, good, yes. All these are what we call as adjective. Well done, everyone. Okay, yes, I saw some answer like sad, yellow, yes, very good. Everyone, color and also shape, they are adjectives, all right? So for example, I'm wearing a brown shirt. So brown is to tell you or to describe the color of my shirt. So it is actually an adjective. Very good. All right, so now before we move on, I'm going to tell you one very simple tip. All right, this is what we usually make mistake in. Okay, when I was young, I also made the same mistake. In Chinese, 我很开心. Okay, or in Malay, saya sangat gembira. So when you direct translate it into English, you will say I very happy. All right, but this is actually a wrong way of using the adjective. So this is how you are going to use it. So we usually will start with who or what we call as a noun. All right, then before you use the adjective, you actually need to use is, am, are, was, and also were. All right, please remember you must use this is, am, are, was, or were. All right, so for example here, I'm looking into the picture. So I will begin with a noun. For example, the minion. So the minion, there's only one. I'm talking about the sad one, the worried one. So I will say one. So the minion, I will choose is. The minion is worried. Okay? So you always remember, before you use an adjective, make sure you put is, am, are, was, or were. Okay? Is, am, are is for present tense, for everyday. Was or were is for things that you have already done in the past. Alright, for example, yesterday, just now. Alright, so very good, everyone. So now let's continue. So now we will go into the last one, which is what we call as adverb. Okay, the third class of a word. So now adverb is actually also a describing word. Alright, it is also used to describe. 为了要拿来形容. Alright, but adverb is not going to describe a noun. 它不拿来形容名词了. Okay? Adverb, we use it to describe a verb, 动词, and also an adjective. So can you see that? Adverb is used to describe a verb and also an adjective. So it always answers you the question how. For example, how do you walk? I walk quickly. 你怎样走？我走得很快。Okay? 永远记得 adverb 这个字呢，它会拿来回答你这个问题怎样。Okay? 你怎样走？你怎样跑？ Alright, so for example, what do we have here? We have happily, tiredly, and also worriedly. Or you can have example like that. How expensive is the bag? The bag is shockingly expensive. Alright, for example, or today, like what teacher Christine tell you, today is 11/11, correct? Today we are going to have shockingly cheap sale. Alright, we are going to have sale that offers you shockingly cheap products. Alright, so this is shockingly is actually an adverb. Alright, so now let's look into the same picture again. So can you tell me one adverb that you can use to complete this sentence here? The minion smile. Alright, can you tell me one adverb that is suitable to use to complete this sentence here? Angrily. Okay, the minion smile angrily. Are you sure? Alright, so happily, good. Joyfully, very good. A very good word, joyfully. Alright, yes, some more. Happily, worriedly, maybe. Alright, yes, okay. A more suitable one would be happily and also joyfully. Yes, very good, everyone. And remember, how do you spell happily is Happily. Alright, yes, I saw another answer here. Satisfyingly. Very good. Okay, very good, everyone. I'm very happy to see a lot of response here. Yes, very good. Alright, so now let's continue. So based on what we have learned with verb, adjective, and also adverbs, now I'm going to share with you how do we form adjectives and adverbs using a verb. Alright, so now the concept here is for you to understand. Actually, they are the same words. Alright, 它们其实是一样的。 只是他们以不同的方式在你的面前出现，你就会觉得，诶，我好像没有学过这个字啊，其实你已经学过了，只是它以不同的形式出现在你的面前。所以当我们学会这个技巧了之后，下次你看到那个字，你就问你自己，这个字的基本词汇是什么？当你问到你自己这个问题，你找到它的基本词汇了之后，其实它们的意思是差不多一样的。Alright, so now very good. I have seen some of you giving me the answers. Alright, we'll go through one by one. Alright, for the word amaze, 惊叹. Okay, so when we form it into adjective, we can either add ed or ing. Alright, for example, amaze, amazing. And when we want to use it as an adverb, we need to add another ly here, amazingly. Alright, annoy, it becomes annoyed, annoying. And as for adverbs, it will become annoyingly. Alright, now let's continue with this word bore. Bore 就是非常的闷，或者是你们讲的很咸。Okay, 它在动词的话，它是 bore. Okay, when you change it into an adjective, bored or boring, another adverb would be like boringly. Alright, so now let's look at number 4, which is confused. 很混乱，很混淆。Okay, so now for confused, how do you form it into an adjective? Alright, so we become confused, confusing, or confusingly. Alright, so now let's look at number 5, which is disappoint, 失望. Okay, so now in verb, it is called disappoint, but when you change it into an adjective, disappointed, disappointing, or you can change it into an adverb, disappointingly. Alright, so now let's continue with only another 4. Today I'm going to just introduce you 9 verbs and with their adjectives and adverbs. So now let's continue with the word excite. Most of you will know the adjective excited, exciting. And as for excite, you can form 2 adverbs, which is excitedly and also excitingly. Alright, so now let's look at the next one, interest, 兴趣，有兴趣. Alright, so when you form it into an adjective, it will become interested, interesting, and also adverb would be interestingly. Alright, so now the next one would be shock. Alright, 吓到. Okay, 你吓到我了, you shock me. Alright, but when you change it into an adjective, it will become shock, shocking, and also shockingly. Alright, so now the next one, which is the last one, tire. Tire here is not your car tire, everyone. This is not car tire. The tire is T-Y-R-E. Here, tire means you are being exhausted. 很累了, huh? Okay, the job tire me. Okay, so now let's continue. So how do you form it into adjective? Yes, very good. I saw a few answers here. So tire, tired, tiring, and also tiredly. Alright, very good. I saw a few answers here. Yes, very good. So now the point that I want to highlight here is, now, when you have verbs, 动词, ending with E, so how do you form adjective in ED and also in ING? Alright, so number 1, for adjectives that is ending with ED, you just need to add a D. Don't spell. So for example, for the word excited, you don't spell it as E-X-C-I-T-E-E-D. No. Okay, since it is ending with an E, so you just straight away add an D. Excited. Okay, as for adjective in ING, you just need to take out the E. You take out the E, then only you add ING for the adjectives. Alright, everyone, is it clear for you? So, let's play a game now. Okay, before we move on, we are going to have an activity later. So now, we are going to see how are we going to use all these in sentences. Alright, so after these sentences, we are going to play 2 activities. Alright, so now let's look at the first one. So this is a picture, okay? A man or a girl is actually lying on the sofa watching the television. But as you can see, the TV show doesn't look exciting, right? So now, when you have the word watching TV bores Malaysia. So bores here is actually a verb. 这里是一个动词. So now, if you want to use it in adjective， 你要把它用在形容词上面的话，你要用形容词，那么你要怎样用呢？ Okay, so this is the one. Watching TV is boring. Okay, your sentence have changed. So watching TV is boring. Yes, we have another sentence here which is Felicia felt bored watching TV. Yes, very good. You use the adjective bored. So now, how do you use adverb then for the same picture? Okay, Felicia is watching TV boringly. All right, because the TV show is not exciting. Okay, so Felicia is watching TV boringly. All right, so now let's move on to the next picture. Okay, so the children, they are playing on the water slides, okay, in the amusement park. So now, the first one, I'm going to start with a verb, 动词. All right, so playing on the water slide excites us. Right, here excites is a verb. All right, so how are we going to use it in an adjective form? So this is how we use it. So we are excited to play on the water slides. All right, so here excite, we change it into excited. Why? Because we are using an adjective. We are describing our feelings. All right, so now let's continue. The last one, which is we played on the water slide excitedly. So here, excitedly, they are describing the word play. 他们怎么玩？他们很兴奋的在玩。So you use the word adverb, excitedly. Alright, yes. Okay, I saw another sentence. We are excited. Yes, very good. Very good. Alright, so now let's continue with the last picture here. Okay, look into the picture. The children, they are playing Switch. Okay, they are playing games. So we'll start with a verb first, which is playing games interests us. Okay, alright, so how are we going to use it in adjectives? Okay, we are going to use interest in an adjective form. So how are you going to use it? You can try to use the words. Alright, so for example, yes, interested. Okay, very good. So now let's continue. Or what we can say, playing games is interesting. Alright, playing games is interesting. Very good. Or what we can say, we are interested in playing the games. Very good. Playing games are interesting. Yes, very good. Alright, so now let's continue with another word here, which is interestingly, we played games for 2 hours. So here, we are going to use it as adverb. How do we play the game? Alright, we play the game interestingly for 2 hours. Alright, so now let's try one activity here. So now, you are going to find out the adjectives and whack the most. Okay, so now this is how you are going to play the game. Alright, so you'll find the link in the comment box, alright, or in the chat box. Then you can click it and you can start to play it. But before that, let me show you the game. Alright, so this is the game. Very simple, alright. Yes. Alright, so now, hit the most with adjectives, alright? Hit the most with adjectives. So everyone, you need to pay attention, alright? You must hit the correct move. Hit the most with adjectives, alright? So, are you ready? You can go into the link and then you play it on your own. I'm going to stop mine here. Alright. So now, can you please click into the link in the chat box? Alright, so everyone, you can stop commenting first so that everyone, you can click into the word wall link. Alright, so everyone, can you please try? When you open up, it will show in this form, alright? Yes, you're going to key in your names and then you will start the game. Ready, everyone? Okay, so I'm going to wait for you here, alright? So, everyone, can you please try playing the games, alright? Okay, please click into the link and then try out the game. All right. So let me see, is there anyone who have completed? All right, so everyone, you are still playing. All right, so I will be waiting for you first. Okay, everyone, can you please try the game? Okay, done. I saw someone saying done. All right, so now let me check the results. Okay, no students have finished this activity yet. So everyone, okay, I'll give you some time first. Try out this activity to test whether you have actually understood the concept of verb, adjectives, and also adverbs. All right. All right. I see some of the pupils, you are having some problems. Okay, just click into the link, and then you'll be able to play the game. Okay, is everyone having fun? Yes, I see someone saying done. Very good. Done. Good. Yes, so now let me see. All right. Okay. So, is most of you done? Okay, I'll share you the link again. All right. Okay, or else you can actually, yes. All right, I have posted the link again. So can you please try again? All right. I saw a lot of you saying only one question. Can you try again? I have posted the link again. Okay, look into the comment. Okay, when you see there's a comment from Dynabook Malaysia, so can you please click the link? Yes, okay, now 33 of you have tried. Okay, so for now, okay, congratulations to Ying Xuan, you are the first for now. So we have Cindy as the second, and we have Jia Ying as the third, and Tian Xuan, Ying Lam, Hua Ziyu. And how many trees are there for number 8? Okay, the 8. Very good. I can see a lot of you trying. So this is for now your ranking. All right. So very good, everyone. Yes, now 98. Yes, very good. So we have the new third place. Very good, everyone. Good job. Okay, so don't worry, everyone. The link will still be available for you to try out later. All right. So now let's move on to another activity here. Very good. Good job, everyone. I seen 112 pupils trying. Very good. All right. So this is your ranking for now. All right. Very good. So now let's continue with the next activity. So don't worry about the next activity. The next activity would not need any link. All right. So now everyone, can you please look at my screen first? And this is a very spooky room here, all right? So now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 and 9 sentences here. What you are going to do now is read through these 9 sentences and tell me how many sentences are using the correct word. For example, for number 1, his great birthday gift excites Amy. Okay, is using the word excite correct here? So now let me review the answer for the first one. Alright, so this is the correct one. So I have found 1 correct sentences here. So can you please tell me how many other sentences that are correct? Including this one, including the first one, how many correct sentences are there out of these 9 sentences? So I repeat, how many correct sentences are there out of these 9 sentences? So I have found the first one for you. So can you please tell me how many correct sentences are there out of these 9 sentences? So make sure you read through every sentences and then you tell me how many correct sentences are there. I see some of the answer is 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 5. Okay, very good. Everyone, okay, those who are still commenting, all right, try to read out all these sentences first, all right? I believe you can do it, okay? Try to think, is the sentence using the correct verb? Or in the sentence, it should not be an adjective. We should use it as a verb, all right? Oh, okay. So now, certainly it is not 1. Now it's more than 1. I see most of your answer is 4. 3, all right. Some more. 4, 5. Yes. 4, all right. So how about 5? Okay, I see more 5s now. All right. Very good. 6. All right. Some of you are telling me the numbers 1, 3, 7, and 8 is the correct sentences. All right, there are 4, there are 6. All right, very good, everyone. So now I'm going to show you every sentence, whether it is the correct one or is it the incorrect one. All right, so now everyone, can we try it together? So now number 2, his little brother annoyingly Peter. Do you think this sentences is correct? So now let's see. Yes, okay, it is incorrect. So we are still finding only 1 correct sentence. So now let's look at the next one. Emily was shocked to see the accident. So is the word shock used correctly in this sentence? So now let's see. Yes, very good. So did you find out this sentence to be the correct one? Very good. So we have found 2 correct sentences. So now let's continue. The meal we had at the restaurant was disappointed. Is this sentence the correct one? No, very good. All right, so this is incorrect. All right, so now let's look at the next one. The quiz questions are boringly simple. The word boringly is describing the word simple, describing an adjective. So is it the correct one? Yes, this is the correct one. So we have found 3 correct sentences. All right. So now let's continue with number 6. Number 6. Yes. All right. So now let's continue. People often confusing me and my twin sister. So is it the correct one? All right. So using the word confusing here, is it correct? Oops. So sorry. It is wrong. All right. So now we are going to look at the correct form later. So now let's continue. So this is a shocking news. Is it a correct sentence here? We use shocking here. Yes, this is a correct sentence. Very good. So we have found 4 correct sentences. So those who have found 4 correct sentences, we are going to look into another 2 to decide whether you have found the correct numbers of correct sentences here. So now let's continue. We went home tiredly after the trip. So the word tiredly is an adverb. We are describing the word went, a verb. So is it correct? Yes. All right. So we have found 5 correct sentences. All right. So now let's continue with the last one. All right, which is I am interested in creating TikTok videos. Is the word interest here used correctly? Now let's see. Oh, so sorry, it is wrong. So how many correct sentences are there in these 9 sentences here? 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So we have 5 correct sentences here. All right, so very good to those who have got it. 5 correct sentences. So now, let's see. All right, so now what are some of the incorrect sentences? So how do we change them into using the correct form? So number 1, all right, his little brother annoyingly Peter. So now here we are actually talking about an action. 我们这里要的其实是一个动词，一个动作。All right, but here they are using annoyingly, so it is wrong. So can you please tell me the correct answer? We are using verb 动词。那么 annoyingly 的动词是什么呢？有谁记得吗？ Very good. I have seen some correct answer. Yes, the word is annoyed, or you want to use it as in ing and also in s. Correct. All right. His little brother annoys Peter. His little brother is annoying Peter. Yes, very good. All right, so now let's continue with the next sentence. The meal we had at the restaurant was disappointing. All right, here we are describing the word meal. 我们在那个餐厅吃的菜肴太令我失望了。All right, so using the verb disappoint, it is wrong. So what is the correct adjective to be used here actually? Anyone? Disappointed, all right. Some more. What is the correct word to describe the meal? Disappointing. I have seen a correct answer. Yes, very good. The answer is disappointing. The meal we had at the restaurant was disappointing. All right, so now let's look at the third one, which is people often confusing me and my twin sister. All right, here we are actually using the verb. Okay, 很多人会经常混淆我和我的那个双胞胎妹妹。All right, so here we are not using confusing. We are not using as adjective. So what is the correct word? Yes, very good. I've seen the correct answer. Very good. Confuse. People often confuse me and my twin sister. Very good. All right, so now let's look at the last one. I am interested in creating TikTok videos. So now here when we have an, so straight away we need to use what? Adjective. But here interest is a verb. Yes, base form, correct? But here we are not using the word interest. Interest 是一个动词，我这边需要的是一个形容词。Yes, I've seen the correct answer. Very good. Interested. Very good. All right. I am interested in creating TikTok videos. All right. So I believe some of you are very great. Okay, you are very good at creating TikTok videos. All right. So here is what you are going to learn. Okay. Very good. All right. So now we are going to move on to another part. Okay, talking about creating TikTok videos. All right. Maybe some of you want to be a YouTuber. All right, or being a social media influencer, all right, or being a TikTok star, and you want to interact with your followers, or you want to interact with your fans. Then you start a live. Okay? This is a situation. Then suddenly you start a live. You are saying that, hi everyone, I'm very boring here. All right. So actually you have made a mistake. You can't be saying, I am boring here. Why? All right. So, how do you actually use verb, adjective in ing and also in ed? Why do I say that when you say, I am boring, you are using the wrong form of the word? You should actually use, I am bored. All right. Why? Okay. When you are saying I am boring, you are actually saying that you are a person which is not exciting. When people are with you, they are not happy. They feel very bored. Alright? Boring, when you say I am boring, you are saying that you are not exciting. 如果你讲你自己是一个很 boring 的人的话，你就会其实你是会让人家觉得很闷的人，这个才是 boring 真正的意思哦。那么如果你要讲我很闷的话，其实是 I am bored. Alright? So now this is a very important point. Alright? So when you are interacting with your follower or your fans in the future, alright, please make sure you use the correct word. Hi everyone, I am bored here. So we are going to have a Q&A session here. So please remember, always use the word bored to describe your feeling. Alright, so now let's see. So when we have adjective with ing, it is to describe a thing or situation. 像 ing 的形容词是拿来形容东西或者是一个情况。Alright, so now let's continue with the next one, which is adjective with ed. Okay, now adjective with ed is to use to describe your feelings. How do you feel? 你觉得怎么样？你的感觉、你的心情怎么样的话，你就要用 ed 的形容词。So for example, I see the words very good. So now let's see. The class is boring. Yes, very good. Okay, so when you are describing a thing or a situation, you will use the word the class is boring. Alright, so now when you are attending a boring class, you will feel what? I am bored, or you will feel bored. Alright, so please remember, ing verb is for you to describe a thing or a situation. And for adjective with ed, it is to describe how people feel. Or how do you feel? Please remember, ed is talking about feelings. 你的心情，你的感觉。Alright? So now, let's try one activity here. So everyone, can you go into menti.com and tell me? Can you please tell me, when do you feel bored or when do you get bored? So very simple. You go into menti.com, alright? You go into menti.com. Okay? Please make sure you type in the correct website, the URL address, menti.com. And please type in the code number, which is 8554, alright, 032. And then you click submit. Okay, then you will have to answer. You get to answer the question. When do you feel bored? And I'm going to wait for your answer here. Everyone, can you please try? Tell me, when do you feel bored? And I'm going to teach you how are you going to use it in a sentence. Alright. Everyone, can you please go into menti.com and please type out your answer. Share your answer. Yes. Oh, like right now. Okay. Yes. Yeah. During CMCO, in class, now, study. Very good. All right. Anytime when I'm doing homework, when I'm having tuition. Yes. Very good. All right. Yes. We have a lot of answer here. Okay. Doing homework. Yes. Very good. I can understand you. All right, when I have nothing to do, very good. All right, some more. Yes, all right. Yes, study, doing homework during MCO. Yes, very good. Thank you so much, everyone, for your answer. All right, so I'm going to use one example here to teach you how are you going to make a sentence using the word bored or boring. All right, so those who can't go into menti.com, you can always share your answer in the comment. All right. Yes, very good. All right, sleeping. Yes, very good. All right. We have a lot of answer here. Nothing to do. All right, very good, everyone. Okay, so now let's focus back into our presentation here. All right. So now we are going to look into how are we going to use your answer here to make sentences. All right, so when you use the word bored, I feel bored when you are going to say what you do. For example, I feel bored when I Right? I feel bored when I have nothing to do. Or I feel bored when I am studying. I feel bored when I am going to the class. Alright. I am bored in the house. Yes, very good. Alright, yes. And then when you have the word boring here, you are talking about the thing, the situation. For example, CMCO is boring. Doing nothing is boring. Having nothing to do is boring. Alright. So always remember ing is for you to describe the situation. 为了要形容那个很闷的情况的话呢，我们就会用 boring 这个字。Alright. Then when you use the word bored, 我很闷。那么你几时很闷呢？那么你就讲出来 I feel bored during the CMCO. Alright. Yes. Okay. So for example, doing homework is boring. Alright, this is how you are going to use it. Alright, so now next, besides talking about exciting or excited, so now, can you go into menti.com again and then tell me, when do you feel excited? It is the same. Go into the same website, which is what we call as menti.com, and you key in again the code number. Alright, 885-4032. So sorry. And then can you please answer me? When do you feel excited? Alright. Okay, when do you feel excited? Playing. Alright, yes, learning. Okay, I see playing games, learning English. Okay, thank you so much for those who are saying learning English, although I do not know who are you. But thank you so much. When you feel excited, you feel excited when you're learning English. It is good to hear about that. Alright. So playing phone, playing with toys, gaming, watching anime. Alright, yes. Games. I saw a lot of word games. Playing volleyball, yes. Go traveling, yes. Okay, always remember it's go traveling. Alright. So those who cannot go into menti.com, please tell me. All right. Yes, I saw some of the comment. Yes, you are using the correct. Oh, I see you. Who is that? Learning English. Now, let me see that. Yes. Is it warm? Yes. Good to see you. Very good. All right. Now, I have one question here. Teacher, do you feel bored now? No, I'm not feeling bored now. Okay, this lesson is very exciting for me. So now let's see. Okay, there are 200 of you, almost 300 of you are commenting and telling me, wow, there are so many answers. All right, I can see most of the answer is playing. Of course, playing is always exciting. All right. So very good, everyone. Thank you so much. So now let's look into how are you going to use the words. All right. So this is how you are going to use it in the sentences. All right. So number one, I feel excited when I am playing games. All right. Always remember your feelings. 自己的心情就用 ed. So I feel excited when I am playing games. Okay. While we have the word exciting, ing. Okay. It is to describe things. 形容东西. Okay. 形容东西，比如 playing games is exciting. Or reading is exciting. Learning English is exciting. Playing PUBG is exciting. I know that. Alright. Playing game, it is always exciting. Okay. But when you are playing games, you are being excited. You excited. The game exciting. Remember, you are excited. The game is exciting. Alright. 自己的心情就用 ed. Excited. 那么如果是那个游戏的话，你要形容那个游戏让你很兴奋，你就要用那个 exciting 的这个形容词。Alright. So, one more activity here, which is fill in the correct nouns so that you can escape the spooky room. Alright. So everyone, can you please head over to this link here? Alright. Or you can click into the link in the comment section. Now, let's try the activity together. So now, this is how the activity goes. Alright, so fit in the correct ones. So, very simple. Alright, so you're going to read the sentences and fit in the correct one. For example, here, the were too boring. So when you have ing, ing 是给谁？不是给人啊 ，ing 不是给你的心情，它可以拿来形容人，可是不是形容你的心情。So 这里呢，我们要用的是什么 ？The exercises were too boring. Alright, then the quickly got bored. 这里是心情，谁会感到很闷呢？OK, so the children quickly got bored while completing the exercises. Alright, so everyone, can you please go into the link and try now? Alright, very simple, just go into the link and then try out the activities here. Alright, everyone, can you please go into the link? Yes. Sorry. Okay, go into the link and please try out this activity here to test whether you know how to use ing or ed adjectives in the correct way. Alright, so okay, so sorry. Okay, those who cannot see the link, okay, so sorry, I'll post up another link here, so sorry. Okay, can you please click into the link? Try again, so sorry. Okay, click into the word wall link, please. Okay, be patient, everyone. For those who cannot got in, please give us some time, all right? Cannot. All right, so one more time, I'm going to post out a word wall link here. Please directly click into the link. Can you do that? All right, so now let's see who have completed this game here, who has escaped from the spooky room, all right? Oh, yes. Oh, so fast, everyone. We are having 151 pupils trying. All right, very good. The first is, yes, Tan. Very good. All right, so who do we have here? We have Xian Yong. We have, is it Chunki? Oh, yes. Then number 4, we have Joey. We have Tong En, Jen, Cartman. All right, so we have Xue Li, Chen Kang, Jin Keng. Is it Jin K or Kaylee? Yes, all right. So very good, everyone. So most of you got 10 out of 10. Very good. All right. Yes. Good job, everyone. It is the matter of time. All right. Yes, very good. So don't worry, everyone. You can still access to the link later to try out. All right. Yes. All right. Very good, everyone. So good job. So I can see most of you have understood, okay, how do we use the word ing, all right? How do you use adjective in ing and also in ed? All right, so now let's go back into our slides here. So before we end our lesson today, this is what we have learned or what we have covered for today, which is we have learned what is a verb, an adjective, or an adverb. All right. So verb, always remember it is about action. 是你的动作，你的行为。And then adjective is a word to describe a noun. For example, what I give an example is who is your favorite member in Blackpink or maybe in BTS. All right. So anything. All right. You are describing something. You are describing someone. You use adjective. All right. Then when do you use adverb? Adverb is a word that describe a verb or an adjective. For example, I walk happily or I teach happily. So how do I teach? I teach happily. Okay, so we also covered on how to form adjectives and also adverbs. For adjective, you add ed and ing from the verb, from 那个动词. And for adverb, you will use ly. You add ly into an adjective. And lastly, we have also learned how to use adjective in ed and also in ing. Alright, so always remember ed 讲心情 ，OK， ing 形容东西。来，要有记得啊 ，ed 的 adjective，ed 的形容词是形容你自己的心情，那么 ing 的形容词是拿来形容一个情况或者是形容一个东西。Alright, so later in the comment, okay, under the YouTube video, I will share you some of the additional resources for you to go and look into some adjectives ending with ed and also in ing. Alright, so you can always click into the PDF, okay, and then once you click it, you will straight away link to these websites. You can always read more into adjectives, alright. So sorry. Alright, you can always go into the notes, alright. There are more notes on this, alright, and even some of the pictures that teach you more about adjectives and also adverbs. Alright, you can always go into that. Alright, so I hope you continue to learn more words in English, and thank you so much for joining us today. Alright, so I hope you have learned something new about English today. So thank you so much everyone for joining us and also participating in all the activities. Okay, thank you.
Hi, Miss Eng. Thank you so much, Miss Eng. 谢谢你。同学们今天有学到了吗？老师今天很辛勤的教学，请在 chat box 这边给老师点赞，然后跟老师说辛苦了，老师，谢谢 Miss Eng， 再见。来呀，同学们来看这边，看过来哦。如果你是迟进来的同学 ，OK， 刚刚开始的时候呢 ，Christine 老师有吩咐大家，如果可以的话呢，就进这个调查表里面的 survey form， 就写给老师，你想未来要听到的什么课程啊，上的是什么课程主题的话，请你们 scan QR code， 然后告诉我 ，OK， 然后我就可以看一下如何去安排这些课程给大家，好吗 ？OK， 所以你们可以 scan，OK， 然后呢，明天我们会邀请到辛洪庆老师 ，OK， 沈红军老师，他是来自SJKC 加 Davidson 的州立华小的老师，他明天会为我们上3年级的华文课 ，OK， 明天有上课，我有看到的李欣英，刚刚你一直问老师明天有上课吗？有上课 ，OK， 明天是有上课的，所以你们记得要进来上课哦 ，OK， 还有一样东西要告诉大家的就是明天老师就是 Christine 老师会在4点25分就进来 ，OK， 老师会在4点25分就会进来哦 ，OK， 所以如果你们明天OK 的话，你们可以早一点进来，你就可以看到 Christine 老师了，好吗？所以谢谢大家 ，OK， 我们明天见哦，拜拜。